Hey guys, what's up? Jeff here again to orient your fitness in the right direction, and today I want to go over with you guys why the hip abduction machine, where you're sitting down, you're spreading your legs apart, why it's a bad exercise. And there's many exercises that have rewards and risks, and this whole series is based on the risks of exercises and why certain exercises the downsides of them basically, because I don't think that's covered enough. So let's talk about the downsides of this exercise. And this exercise, many people, I suppose they do it because they think they're working out their glutes, they think they're toning their thighs. But the thing is with this exercise, you're really targeting a muscle that you want to be wary of strengthening, and that muscle is called your TFL, or your tensor fascia lata. And this muscle it's a hip muscle, and it attaches to a fiber structure on your thigh called the IT band, or the iliotibial band, and that structure, it attaches to your kneecap. And so, if your TFL is very dominant and too strong and tight, what can happen is it can then affect your IT band, and then your IT band can pull on your kneecap, and that can lead to knee issues like your knee going out of alignment more, you getting knee pain, potentially things like patellofemoral pain syndrome, all of that. So it can definitely impact you in a negative way if that muscle is too dominant. And let me explain what this muscle does. This muscle, it does actions like it flexes your hip up, it also internally rotates your leg, and it also does hip abduction. So when you're sitting down on that hip abduction machine, what are you doing? Well, your hip is flexed in that position, right? Because when you're sitting, your hip is flexed, and you're also abducting your legs, you're bringing them apart. So you're doing two main actions of that muscle right there. So you're especially targeting your TFL with the hip abduction exercise. And so that might be a bad thing, because you could easily develop a muscle imbalance in regards to your TFL being too dominant over a muscle that's very often underworked and weak in many people, and that muscle is called the gluteus medius. It's another hip muscle. It's involved in stabilizing your pelvis and also doing hip abduction. And many people, they don't work out this muscle in the gym, because this muscle, it requires you to do things where you abduct your legs, so doing side-lying leg raises, doing monster walks, you have the band above your knees, and then you sidestep back and forth across the room, or doing single leg exercises like lunges or single leg squats, for example. Those are gonna work out that muscle effectively, but many people, they don't work out this muscle well because they do things like, say, squats on both legs, so when both your feet are planted on the ground, your pelvis is being kept stable by both your feet, so that muscle's not really being worked. Or maybe people just run on the treadmill, that's not really gonna work out that muscle effectively and strengthen it, so this muscle is weak in many people. So if you do the seated hip abduction machine and really work out your TFL, and you never work out your gluteus medius, that's gonna lead to potential issues right there with your knees. So I can easily see people getting knee issues from that, just the TFL just becoming too dominant compared to the gluteus medius. And so what you really want to do with this hip abduction exercise is, I wouldn't only do it the other way, so I'd go inwards as well. I'd do the adduction, but I'd also definitely work out your gluteus medius muscles. So that's definitely something I'd recommend. You could do monster walks, you could do those sideline leg raises, as I said, lunges, all of that. That's going to target your gluteus medius, and by doing that, it's going to have to even it out between your gluteus medius and your TFL. You don't want your TFL to be too dominant over your gluteus medius for sure. You don't want that. So hopefully that educated you guys a bit on why the seated hip abduction machine is potentially a bad exercise. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. This has been Jeff once more, orienting your fitness in the right direction. If you liked the video, thumb it up, comment, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later soon.